Hello and welcome! I'm Emily, bringing you a deep dive into a place that has haunted the American psyche for nearly a century, Alcatraz. For decades, this isolated island fortress in San Francisco Bay stood as the ultimate symbol of inescapable justice, a maximum security federal penitentiary housing the nation's most notorious criminals like Al Capone and Machine Gun Kelly. Known simply as The Rock, it operated from 1934 to 1963, a mere 29 years, yet its legend is etched in stone. The Bureau of Prisons details how Alcatraz served as a last resort for incorrigible inmates, typically holding a small, highly controlled population. Its strict rules were legendary. Food, clothing, shelter, and medical care were the only guaranteed rights. Privileges like family visits or library access had to be earned through good behavior. The very location, 2 kilometers from shore in the frigid, swift currents of San Francisco Bay, was its most formidable guard. While the myth of man-eating sharks persists, the real threats were hypothermia in the 10 to 12 degrees Celsius water and the relentless tides. 36 men attempted escape during its operational history. Most were recaptured, died, or drowned. But the 1962 escape by Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers remains shrouded in mystery. Declared missing and presumed drowned, their bodies were never found. Then, in 2018, a letter surfaced, allegedly from John Anglin in 2013, claiming he was the sole survivor. Authorities dismissed it, but the question lingers. Did they make it? Before its prison fame, Alcatraz was a vital military post, part of a defense triangle, housing the first West Coast lighthouse. It later became a military prison, holding everyone from rebellious soldiers to Native Americans resisting assimilation and even conscientious objectors during World War I. Its transformation into a supermax federal prison in the 1930s was specifically to contain inmates too dangerous for other facilities. So why did this seemingly perfect prison close? The official reason? Cost. Operating Alcatraz was astronomically expensive, requiring $3 to $5 million for repairs and daily costs 3 times higher than comparable mainland prisons due to the need to barge in all supplies, food, fuel, and water weekly. The island lay dormant after 1963 until a 19-month occupation by Native American activists brought it back into the spotlight, protesting federal policies. Since 1972, it's been part of the Golden Gate National Recreation Area, opening to tourists in 1973. Now, Alcatraz welcomes around 1.2 million visitors annually, a stark contrast to its past. The public's fascination fueled books and films, most notably the 1979 movie Escape from Alcatraz, starring Clint Eastwood, dramatizing the 1962 escape. This brings us to a stunning recent development. On May 4th, President Donald Trump announced he had ordered Alcatraz rebuilt and expanded to house the nation's most ruthless and violent criminals. Writing on social media, he invoked a sense of returning to a tougher time when dangerous criminals were kept far from society. The timing is intriguing. The Escape from Alcatraz movie reportedly aired in South Florida the day before his announcement. Speaking from the Oval Office, President Trump linked the decision to a law and order stance, stating, "Nobody ever escaped from this prison. One person almost did, but then they found his clothes torn to shreds, with many shark bites on him." This statement, while dramatic, contradicts the Bureau of Prisons' information about sharks and leaves the fate of the escapees an open question. So what are we to make of this? Is this a practical plan to address modern crime, or a powerful symbolic gesture tapping into the legend of The Rock? Alcatraz's history shows it was closed due to insurmountable logistical and financial challenges. Rebuilding and expanding it would face those same hurdles, likely on an even larger scale. Its original purpose was temporary isolation for problem inmates, not necessarily a permanent solution for a large population of violent offenders. Yet the idea of resurrecting this iconic, inescapable fortress resonates with a call for absolute security. Is the president envisioning a 21st century supermax on The Rock? Or is this a potent message about the desired severity of justice? The island, once a military defense, then a prison legend, now a historical park, stands at a crossroads again, its future shrouded in the mists of the bay and the weight of its own formidable past. This is an analysis compiled and constructed based on large language data, updated quickly and most recently, aiming to provide you with a comprehensive view. Please subscribe to the channel to follow information updated objectively and accurately every day.